often do you ask yourself, why am I single? My God, I used to ask myself this question so much. Why am I single? I'm such a great catch. I'm so good. I would be such an amazing girlfriend. I would be just so much fun. And like, why am I single? Anyway, it's a question that I get asked a lot. Why am I single, Pooja? And the thing is, I can't answer that, right? No one in their right mind can actually answer that because you are the one who knows why you're single. Whether you like it or not, you're the one who knows why you're single. Usually, it's the bits that we don't like to admit to are the reasons why we're single. Now, I am not going to go on a tirade and say, you need to be more like this or you need to be more like that. What I'm going to do instead is give you 3 very effective tips that you can apply today to actually help you improve your dating prospects, because essentially that's all we can do, right? With dating, with love, all we can do is look to improve our dating prospects. You can't actually hire a coach and say, oh, she's gonna find me love. No, babe, that's down to you. So the first thing you are going to do is say what you want. Write down what you want. You know, there was a point in time where it was frowned upon to make a list of requirements of what you want from a partner. It's not anymore. Make that list. Make that list. What is it that you want? And I want you to get granular. That's what I really want you to do. Get into the details. Think of it like this. Say you decide you wanted to buy a pair of jeans. You don't say, I need a pair of jeans, and then I'm just going to pop to the high street and get the first pair that I see for £10 and I'm done with it. No. What you do is you say, I want a pair of jeans. Do I want a skinny fit, a boot cut, a boyfriend fit? Do I want high-waisted, mid-waisted, low-waisted? Do I want a dark jean, a light jean, a stonewash, a black jean? Right? Then you go, where shall I go to get them? And then you'll start the process. Shall I go to Diesel? Shall I go to Levi's? Do I want an Armani jean? And you then start shopping to get the jean. And then what you do with the jeans, you go to the shop. You try them on. And when you try one on, it might fit quite well on the waist, but not so good on the hips. Another shop might be great on the arse, but not so good on the leg. Until you find that perfect jean. It's pretty much the same. Make a list of the things that you want from a partner and shop around for that fit, for the right fit for you. When you don't have a list of requirements, you're literally leaving it to fate to decide whether or not you end up with a person or not. Take some control. Take some control. If there are some non-negotiables that you want from a partner, list them down. And then what you do, when you go on a date or when you're looking at a dating app, whatever your process is, look for those qualities in that person. And if you don't see those qualities in that person's not for you. Move on. Don't dwell, just move on. You've got to kind of have a strategy when you're looking for love. You've got to want to find it, and you've got to want to put in the effort for it. There is no Cinderella story here. Life is not like that. And the sooner we get to grips with accepting that it's not a Cinderella story, then you're more likely to achieve what you're trying to get out of love. So be picky, make that list, get granular on the things that you want from a person. And when you are dating, look for those things. The second thing I want to talk about is values, and this is something that is often overlooked. We don't consider what our values are. And if we don't know what our values are, how are we going to be able to see it in the people that we date? You've got to build a foundation when you're in a relationship, a strong foundation. That is what's going to keep you guys together for the long haul, rather than date for a bit and break up. You've got to have strong foundations, and these foundations come from your values, your set of things that are truly important to you. So if family is important to you, then that's what you're looking for in a partner. Ask the question, be direct, get the information you need. If you are looking for somebody who works hard and maintains working and isn't a dreamer, and somebody who is very much feet on the ground, pays the bills, keeps a job, then that's what you should look for. Don't date the unemployed guy. Now, I'm not saying that you can't date the unemployed guy. Date him if you can see his values. If you can see that his values are strong, that he's not happy being unemployed, that he's doing everything he can to better his life, then by all means date the guy and give him a chance, because that's important. But if it's a non-negotiable for you that the guy has to have a job, you have to then only date the guys who have a job. That's important to you. So stay true to yourself and only date guys who are like that. When you are dating and you think, well, I nurture my family and I would look after people and I would like to go out often and I like to do these things. These are all things that are important to you. So don't compromise what's important to you for, I was going to say something crass then, I'm not going to do it. Don't compromise those values for a good night out. Like, actually stand by your values, because the reason why these dates aren't working out for you is because you're dating people who are not aligned to who you are and what's important to you. So you've got to start looking for those deeper things, not the surface stuff. You know, looks are important, physicality and everything else, yes, those are all great. But what's going to make a relationship last are those values. Get clear on what your values are, what's important to you. And when you're dating, look for those in another person. The third thing, final one, which I say to every single client who comes to me looking for love, look for opportunities. See opportunities. Society, prior to dating apps, told us that you're going to find your partner at university, you're going to find your partner in the workplace, your best friend will become your partner. How many of us did that work out for? Then dating apps come along and society's saying the only way you're going to find love is if you sign up to Bumble or Tinder or whatever it is. And we've all had, I can't say I have, why am I even lying? I've not had. But many of you who are dating go on these apps and have varying experiences, and they're not so great for the most part, I've heard. Some people get great success and kudos to you, well done, amazing. But many of you are probably not experiencing those wins, which is why you're watching this video. So look beyond what society and technology is telling you to do and see people as they are. What am I talking about? So when you are in the supermarket, when you are shopping, when you are walking your dog, when you are having a coffee, when you're working, look for people. See what's around you. See beyond what you think you're supposed to be doing in terms of dating. When you look beyond, you open yourself up to opportunities and you open yourself up to see the person that you want to date. So it might not be obvious to you in the first instance when you're looking at people, but if you start looking for that list of what you want in a person and you start looking for those values, that's what's going to show up for you when you're just out and about being yourself and living your life. Start looking for those opportunities. They are there. They're presenting themselves all the time. If you're really clear on what you want and what your values are, those opportunities, those guys, those girls are being presented to you all the time. But it's up to you to actually see and then take action. And this is, you know what, bonus point here, take bloody action. What are you waiting for? There is no glass slipper, kids. It's not gonna come. There is no Prince Charming, there is no white knight or whatever it is, knight in shining armor. You have to be your own knight in shining armor. Do you want to be in a relationship? Yes. Increase your odds, know what you want, lead with your values, only look for people who align with those values, and love will be there. I'm going to give you a tiny little story because it makes sense it makes sense to share something that I went through, because I'm not coming from a place of no experience. When I met my Dwayne, just before I met him, I had gone through this huge weight loss program and I'd lost so much weight, became a size 10, loved my life. And I really wanted to explore the kind of men I could get now that I'd lost weight. I mean, this is probably for another video, but so I dated and I thought, oh, okay, so I can get quite a variety of men, brilliant. But what I had decided to do was really look within and say, what do I want from a person? What do I want from a guy? What do I want from a relationship? Who am I? What am I bringing to the relationship? You know, am I a good catch? And so I listed down a bunch of things about myself and I was like, do you know what? I'm a bloody good catch. Anyone would be lucky to have me. And that was what I had essentially embodied. So whenever I was meeting people and I would date and I would explore, if they didn't match kind of where I was sitting, I was like, move on, honey. Let's move on to the next one. And I kept moving on to the next one. And then the night that I met Dwayne, he was at work. And the thing that drew me to him, apart from his voluptuous ass, was, he's gonna hate me for that, was his customer service skills. Now, I know that sounds ridiculous, and I hear you. I can hear that that is ridiculous, but it was a value of mine. Somebody who works hard, is passionate about their work, and shows that. Somebody who has a strong personality, a kind personality, that was important to me. Someone who was fun, who was liked, who could, you know, enjoy life a bit. That was important to me. And in overhearing Dwayne give some excellent customer service to somebody, I was instantly attracted to him. And then I made my move. I mean, this is really cutting the story short, but I basically made my move. And now 13 years later, relationship, marriage, child, our values are still the same, and the thing that keeps us together, that keeps us working through our problems, that keeps us happy, that keeps us striving for more as a couple and as individuals. So it does work. This isn't, I'm not blowing hot air up your ass or anything. This is true. You've got to know what you want and stick to it. Look for it in the people that you date. You've got to know what your values are, what's important to you, what you want from a relationship and from a partner, and only seek that when you're dating people. And the third thing is to look at opportunities. Look for opportunities to present themselves, because they are always presenting themselves. You've just got to be brave enough to take action and take those chances. So take those chances and let me know how you get on.